Time to get started. Um, so first and foremost, just to give you a little background by myself, my name is Quamon Fowler. Of course, you've been watching me on YouTube or Facebook or following me on Instagram, and I've been doing this since really 2009. I've been posting videos up on YouTube since 2007. I started my first website, Jazz Webshed, in 2009, and I was inspired to shed, publicly, and really create a website where I could put in lessons and licks and do master classes just like I do now, just so I can help you to better your skills, to educate you as a jazz student, to help empower you so that you'll have more information and more awareness and more perspective, on how to go about improving yourself on your instrument. Also, I've thrown in some marketing tips in business because, that's it's all together. I know we're at different points and different levels, so some people are at the point where they just want to develop their skills on their instrument and not so much dive into the business. But then you have some people who want to do it professionally and they want to learn about how to actually use their music and monetize it. And so now with the internet, with YouTube, with Facebook and Instagram, I find it exciting, and I like to use these tools to connect with you and help you and help people around the world, where I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was just doing it locally. And I do have lessons that I teach in person. So students come to me, and I also teach Skype lessons, and and I do that in addition to playing gigs, being a father, being a husband, and I'm pretty busy doing stuff, but I enjoy it. I enjoy doing the YouTube videos and getting a chance to answer some of the questions and look at the comments and feedback. And I'm just trying to be consistent and continue to give you more good content. And what you can do to help me better fine tune some of the things that I'm doing is give me feedback, answer the questions, and do the survey. I created a survey. If you go to jazzwebshed.com, it's a landing page where you can put your name and email there, and you'll get a master class that I did for free. Plus, you'll get emailed some tips and my story, and also have a survey in there so you can give me some feedback on what it is that you want me to help you with. And so, speaking of which, I have some of the answers actually that people have submitted in that survey. And some of them, one of them in particular, off the top of my head, they was wanting to know how to learn things by ear, and so you can play songs without sheet music. And the thing about that, I have a process. My process when I listen to stuff, I want to know what the form is. You can establish a few things up front when you listen to a song. You can first want to find out what the key is, what's the time signature. So let's say if we say it's 4/4 time, and then you find out that the key is C, and then you want to look at the form. What is the form of the song? It's kind of, you do it outside in instead of diving right into, I want to pick out the notes, because your brain has to comprehend things. Like, you got to get the parameters first. The exterior. Then you can go in and rightly divide how the structure of the song is. So, for instance, if it's a song that is 4/4 time, it's in the key of C, and then it's a 32 bar form. So in order for you to do that, you just listen to the melody and see when it repeats. Is it repeating after 8 bars, or they're stating a melody more than once and then going to a different section. You want to figure out if it's AABA, or if it's ABC, or if it's AAB. Figure out the form first. Then once you got the form, then you go back and start learning those melodies, the phrases, and you can take it by chunks of 2, 4, or 2 and 4. So 2 bars and then 2 more bars. And then as you do that, then you can better organize what you're learning, instead of just diving right in. So that's how I do it. I go from the outside in. I listen to a song, figure out what the key is, figure out what the form of it is. Then the sections, I learn section by section. And after that, I can, once I figure out what the form is and things like that, I'll dive in to the particular start, and learn the melody. So, for instance, the thing about learning melody specifically, you want to look at the rhythm first. What is the rhythm? It's usually easier to pick up rhythm, quicker than the notes. Because sometimes if the notes are scrambling, then, sometimes you can have a hard time finding out what they are. But if you establish what the rhythm is, and then you go in and pick out the notes. Try to sing it first. Sing it first, because if you can sing it, it'll help you better find it on your instrument. So I actually might be able to pull up an example. I can find something random that I haven't learned before. Let's see. As a matter of fact, if y'all have anything in particular that you want me to show you, a lick or something, just off top, a YouTube link. Share a YouTube link to a video or something that you wanted to learn, just a phrase, and I'm going to try to transcribe it right on the spot. So while you're looking for that, I'm gonna talk about reeds, because I need another one. So this horn I play is a tenor madness horn, and I got the unlacquered neck here. I play at the moment. I found that this Theo 1 slant Sig 8-2 is nice, and I've been using that. It's a size 7, and I had an 8, but I had to work too hard on an 8, but I went back to 7. I have my Saxotone Superstack ligature, which is a ligature that I sell on my website, QuamonFowler.com. It's wooden 3-ring ligature you slide right on. And then I have my reed. I think this is a Van Duren V21. I've been going in between this and a student of mine brought over some Jazz Select that I haven't, that I been trying out. So let's do this. I'm gonna change necks, because I was listening to a gig. I just posted a video where I was playing with Addison Fry in Dallas, and I was playing this gold-plated neck, Tenor Madness gold-plated neck. So I'm gonna put this back on and see how it works out. I still need to change reeds though. All right, somebody sent me a YouTube. What up, Leroy, my man? So you got a YouTube link that you want me to transcribe, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So everybody's ear is different, and process is different, believe it or not. But I'm so let me give you a little bit more insight, and I talk about all of this really in my book, The Christian Musician, and this is available on Amazon if you search that, The Christian Musician. But anyway, I talk about how I'm visually impaired, and so being visually impaired since I was little, when I would have to learn music, I'd have to use my ear. I have to listen to what was played. I would have to memorize it. And I had a process that I developed over the years. I've been in situations where I've had to play big band music, and sight reading is slow for me. So I can read, but it's just slow. It's quicker for me to just get it and learn it, and then memorize it, and then play it on the gig. And so from doing that for all these years, I develop a process, and sometimes I take it for granted, because when I'm explaining things or trying to help others learn stuff, I forget that they don't understand the process. So a lot of times I have to slow down and explain the process. But still, some people, their ear aren't developed, so it takes a bit longer, and that's okay. You can use things like AnyTune. I use this app called AnyTune, ANYTUNE, and that's an app where I can slow stuff down, and so that's something that you can do, and slow it down and just listen to it and learn it. But I don't know what Leroy has pulled up, but I'm just trying to find the right read right quick, and then I'll go check out this link and see what we're dealing with. All right, so let me change reads. Yeah, this is the Jazz Select. Let me see if this works. I know it's brighter. I just need them. That'll work. That'll work. All right, so this is good. That'll work. All right, so let's see. Let's see if I can just click on it. Can I do that? Let's see if I can just do it from here. What's going on? Let's see here. You said, thank you, can transcribe a gospel tune. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, Noel. Saint D, this is your solo on Strasbourg, Saint Denis. I don't want to transcribe what I'm doing. I know it already. What you want me to deal with on there? Because you mentioned that before. You like that one. What is a what part of that did you want me to talk about, Leroy? I thought you had something killing. So yeah, if you have something that you want me to learn, I just want to show you the process of learning stuff by ear and what I do in order to do that. Something happened. Okay, there it is. I found it. I lost the chat for a minute. Which gospel one, Noel? Which tune? The reason why I like jazz, I mean, a lot of times, if I'm playing at church or if I'm playing at the school that I work, I don't get a chance to really play deep into the stuff that I practice in terms of the jazz stuff. But it's just what can I say? A style, or it's a genre style that has so much depth and degree of challenge. So it challenges me. It pushes me to where, when I do play gigs, I have more to say. I have more to incorporate into a more simpler form or style. But, the thing about playing gospel and playing smooth jazz or that type of format, it's still a challenge. I was doing, um, I was playing over a track. Somebody wanted me to play over some of their Christmas tracks, and so it was just a simple track. What's going on, Bobby? My man on trumpet. So it was a simple track, and it had only 2 chords in it. So it was a challenge trying to play over those 2 chords and thinking about, uh, being musical and not repeating myself. So it's a challenge. Every job, every style, genre, I say, has its own rules and its own style and traditions that parameters that you have to play and be within in order to really be effective. That's responding good. Will you play Ciora? Okay. So Leroy say play Ciora. Okay, I'll play Ciora. Ciora's Lee Morgan tune. Um, That's called skating. Okay, so that's Dora. And what I have to do is remember the changes. Now, it's one thing to so skating, I was missing the changes. I wasn't playing the right changes at the right time, so I was fumbling, skating around trying to find the right place, you know. So you'll have those brain farts where you'll just kind of go blank. But that's because I'm playing by myself. I don't have a backing track. And so that's why I say I was skating. Some people say it's something else, but, skating. So that's Ciora. I'll play a gospel tune. Which one you want me to play, Noel? See if I know it. So I want to show the difference in style from playing a gospel style tune as in comparison to playing anyone playing. I do that all the time. Leroy say he does that all the time. We have those moments. Okay, I got a brain for it too. Yeah, yeah. So any gospel tune, Blessed Assurance. What a friend we have in Jesus. 'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus. Okay, so the thing about gospel and even, jazz ballads, you have to be lyrical, but it's a difference between playing a jazz ballad and playing gospel, the style I'm talking about. Because the tradition in gospel, you want to sound like a singer. So, and really think about the words. It's a vertical thing. It's worship. So, it's as unto God. Playing jazz ballads and stuff, that's more horizontal. That's like for men or woman or something like that. It's more you're doing it to make people. Both of them, you're doing it to make people feel something. But really, it's more of a spiritual worship type attitude, that you have when you play a gospel tune. So I'm thinking already about what a friend we have in Jesus. What did we used to bear something? I don't even know. I've heard it for so long. What a privilege it is to carry everything to God in prayer. So check this out. So first of all, I wouldn't just play a note straight on. I'm talking about it, but let me just play. What I mean by that, I'm going to do like slides into notes. I'm going to do vibrato. I'm going to do inflections in my sound and stuff like that. That's to better communicate the idea. So. That's just straight. All right, here we go. I thought about another tune to go into. I thought about a Christmas tune. Y'all making me want to play now. But you see, the vibe is totally different, right? You know, I'm being more lyrical. I'm adding more vibrato. I'm being more juicy, I guess you can say. And that's the dynamic that you need to put into playing gospel. He said, I got some work to do. I appreciate you, Noel. Yes, sir. Glory, Bobby. You said had to stop working to give God some praise while you played. Yes, sir. What a friend, indeed. Yeah, and that's the thing. You take people on a journey. You actually can pull people into the spirit that you're in. That's why you got to be in the right spirit. That's why you have to even study and practice to be able to have that connection with a person's heart, and soul. So that's the thing that I got from playing in church, and understanding first and foremost, when you're playing to glorify God. Now, a lot of musicians, popular ones, they start off, you can always hear the difference from those guys that had that experience in church, because they understand worship. They understand how to really play and shape melodies and play from the heart and soul with so much feeling and emotion. And so you can usually tell those musicians, even if they're not in church now, you can tell that that's where they started. What's going on? We got King. What up? That's the best I've heard. What a friend we have in Jesus. Thanks, great teacher. Oh, appreciate it. Now I want to change. I want to do a Christmas tune. It's getting close to Christmas time. What's a Christmas tune? I'll just put it on you all. What's a Christmas tune that you would want to hear? And I'm gonna show you the difference. So we go from playing "What a Friend We Have in Jesus" and being very vocal or lyrical in the playing. So now I'm gonna do a Christmas tune. So throw me out one. All right, Christmas time. Christmas time is okay. Christmas time is here. We da 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 da. I like this too. I couldn't make up my mind how I wanted to play it, but you can definitely hear that the context is different. I'm not being as lyrical or as juicy with it because it's a different context. This Christmas. Okay. Ernest, This Christmas. One of my favorite Christmas songs. That thing is something else, ain't it? This Christmas. That melody. Oh man. Okay. What scale was that? What you mean what scale? Yeah, I don't know. What part? Ben Barjokas. What's up, man? Okay. Christmas time. Yeah, that thing is soulful, ain't it? That's not the right key. So the hardest thing to do when you're playing by yourself, you got to play and make it feel like you don't need the band, right? You got to make it feel like you don't need the band. And that means you got to know, you got to play in the pocket, you got to feel it, and then you got to know the changes. So I'm going to see if I can do it. All right, let me back up some. Cool. Okay. Okay, so that's it. That's uh, this Christmas. That thing is nice. It's just got a nice groove to it. And so the only thing I did at the end, I believe I changed the time because it's 7. At the end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, sugar dugga dum, boom, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, boom. So my lick that I played at the end, I ended up putting it in 8. But I think for the most part, I kept it together. But that's it. Okay. All right. I'm looking at the chat. They say this is Desmond. What up, Desmond Wolf? I'm from Hong Kong. Wow. Okay. Just discovered your channel yesterday. Excellent. Any suggestions for a guy trying to get into jazz? Okay. Trying to get into jazz. What is it? What do you play? What's your instrument that you play? Or are you looking more so from a listener standpoint, or are you trying to learn how to play it as an instrumentalist? It's getting kind of warm in here. So, yeah. Once again, these master classes I usually do on Tuesdays for my paid members. And this time I wanted to open it up since it's the holiday season and give you a sneak peek on the type of thing that I do on Tuesdays every Tuesday. And if you want to become a member, go to QuamonFowler.com/academy, and that's the sign up page. And what you can do, enter in SHED, SHED, and that will give you a 15% discount on the membership. And you'll access all of the master classes that I've done from the summer up until now. Plus, you'll have archive of licks that I've created for the members over the years, and I've also have some exclusive performances and other lessons like that inside the site. We have a private Facebook group where you're able to post questions and also see some of the other things that I post for the group. And what else is in there? You can get your questions submitted so I can answer your questions in a master class. So just wanted to throw that out there. Yeah. So the thing about all this, when you learn music, you transcribe stuff for the purpose of trying to retain the stuff that you learn. You want to take away more than just the notes. You want to take the inflections. You want to learn the inflections, the vibrato, pay attention to the rise and fall, the dynamics. You want to try to match your sound with whatever you're learning. And that's the whole point. And when you do that, it rubs off on you. It's the equivalent of reading. When you read books, a lot of times we can read a whole book and not really retain it all, or it can be stored in there and we don't use a lot of what we've read, but it's changed our thinking. Whenever we learn something new, our brain literally takes different shape. They call it neuroplasticity. So once you learn something new, your perspective is changed. You got more options now, a new way of looking at it. And so when you approach playing, after you've learned these different solos, or you've learned bits and pieces from these different artists, then that stuff will rub off on you. You probably have a little percentage of it that you actually use, but you can hear, when you hear me play, of course, I would imagine you can hear bits and pieces from different musicians. You know, people always say, I guess the modern connection, Kirk Whalum, you know, Stanley Turrentine, um, Sonny Rollins, um, Stanley Turrentine, I said, Sonny Rollins, James Carter, Arnett Cobb, uh, Dexter Gordon. It's a long list of guys that I've listened to and I've learned from. And it's kind of like anything, like a basketball, right? I like basketball. I played basketball in high school, but imagine that. Imagine this. Now these young guys, they want to shoot threes. They either want to be like Steph Curry or LeBron James, you know. And so you think about what's signature for each. So Steph Curry is the three, you know. For LeBron James, I mean, he's just dominant. He's got a lot going on, you know, with assists and just being all around kind of player, you know. But you know, from you watching, you can imagine these kids watching these guys. They pick certain things up from these players, and then they want to um, have that show up in their game. And it's the same way with playing. You study people and certain things that they have that they do well. You gravitate to that, and then you want to incorporate into your thing, and it becomes your voice. Let me hear his return on the sax, sir. Ernest. He want to hear his return on sax. Let's see. You know what? I think I have a play along. I'm up here playing without any play along, um, but I might be able to pull one up. Okay, it's always updates happening. I don't want to update nothing. Let me try to open up iTunes right quick. Yeah, his return is featured on the new CD with you, and I haven't released on iTunes the full album, but you can get it from my website QuamonFowler.com, and it's also on uh, my external jump drive. I've been selling those. They make great stocking stuffers. You can definitely get them from the website and share it with your family and friends. I get like a lot of people who travel, like truck drivers. You know, they like that, or people who Uber and Lyft. You know, they'll play the music in there. Just pop in the USB, and they'll play all of my music. So I'm looking for a play. I'm looking for a play along. I can say this too. I'm working on a sheet music book. So I posted something earlier, yet last week, and I'm getting my stuff transcribed. Not I got one song I'm having transcribed, and that's I found the play along, so I can probably play it through here. But I found I'm having that song that I did that I posted. Um, October the Rain. I posted a video of me playing October the Rain on eWe, and so I'm having somebody to transcribe that because people like that solo. So I'll have the sheet music available for that. But I also will have the sheet music for all of my albums uh, available for sale here pretty soon. I'll have C books, B flat books, E flat books. So be on the lookout for that coming up next year. That ain't loud enough though. I gotta run it through my speaker, but I'm not sure if I can do that because I'm using my built-in microphone. Let me know, y'all. Just let me know if it cuts out, then I'll have to switch back. But let's see. Oh, okay. I see it. Okay. Okay. So let's see if this works. Uh, All right, I need to do some things in my settings right quick, so I can switch it to play through the speakers so that y'all can hear the backing track. Thank y'all for watching too. I appreciate your company. Test 1, 2. All right. All right, I changed it. Now let me know what this sounds like. Check 1. Check 1, 2. This is his return. What it sound like, Ernest? Is that okay? Is that good? Appreciate it, Ron. Appreciate it. Okay, I'll raise the volume. Is that better? All right, here we go from the top. So, Ignacio, what's happening from Spain? What up, Marco? What up, Donteris? What's that? Donteris from Alabama. You out there with Leroy Botiford. This is his return on my latest CD, With You. What? From Italy. Okay. So that was my song, His Return. I play Iwi on the album, and I was requested to play it on tenor. So there you go. Okay. So where we at on time? It's like 5 minutes. I can answer some questions, some last minute questions. Once again, this is something that I usually do privately for my students, but this time I wanted to open it up to the public since it's holiday season, and I wanted to give some things away and offer you also a special deal if you wanted to be a part of the Texas Tenor Music Academy. That's where you can get the live master classes every week, and also the archive, and also you'll have access to all of my music lessons that I made available for members. I have licks, I have different master classes archived. I have a private Facebook group that you'll get in and be able to ask me questions and submit anything that you want me to cover on the master class on whenever I go live. Usually it's Tuesdays. And the discount code is SHED, SHED. So you can definitely go and go to QuamonFowler.com/academy. I wish I could put the link here. I don't think I can put it here. I'd have to go to the Facebook. But yeah, QuamonFowler.com/academy and put that in. What's going on, Leo? Leo, right? What's happening? I'm good. I've been trying for years to get that smooth jazz sound on my alto. How can I do that? Singers. You got to listen to singers and imitate singers. That's what you do. That's where it comes from. You know, we're just trying to. It happens to where singers try to sound like instrumentalists, and then instrumentalists try to sound like singers, and that's how you do it. Hey, Quamon, how do you work on being musical, melody, harmony, rhythm on tunes that have fast moving changes? Oh, story of my life. Yeah, it's yeah, I think it's grouping. You know, you sometimes you can get so lost in the details where it's like I need to play this chord, this chord, this chord. You know, something like John Steps or Countdown. You know, really it's 5-1-5-1-5-1, 1-5-1-5-1. So if you find the combinations or the collection of chords that are related, then you can just play over that particular key center and not just look at every chord change. It becomes real robotic like that. I don't know if I can do it. I know it's a video that Barry Harris did where he played over John Steps, and he said that was his first time doing it, but it was very lyrical. It was nice the way he was looking at it, you know. And so if you watch that video, it'll help you. But I think that's the thing, you know. You want to be able to group the chords that sound similar, the key centers, and simplify things instead of looking at it like every separate chord, you know, every chord separately. How can I get that smooth? Okay, I answered that one. $10. Run Duskin. What's that? $10. That's not a super chat, is it? You can give money in the super chat. What's $10? David Broadfoot. It says, "Hey Q, greetings from Dallas." No, not David. Oh wow, in Lower Middle Tennessee. Okay, Leroy is my boy. Met him at the Handy Festival in Florence, Alabama. Much love on your music, man. Love the tone. And you're teaching originally from Bristol, UK. Okay, Bristol. Okay, cool, man. Welcome to the stream. Glad you came through, David. Oh, greeting from David. I thought David was the actual location at first. Yeah, so appreciate you for hanging. So how do you determine, find out what the key center for the song is? The dominant sound, it's not really a key center for something like John Steps. I'm talking about within the song, you got key centers. So the first chord is not related to the next two, but the next two are related. That's 5-1. That's D7 to G7, G major. So what I was saying is, instead of playing over it like it's a D7 and G7, I mean a G major 7, just play G major 7 immediately after you play the B major. So, and then the B flat to E flat is related. So instead of thinking about B flat 7 to E flat, just think about E flat right there on the B flat. So you're making it simpler. So And then you got a 2-5-1 in G. So just think G major. So if you group that together, you got a major. Well, yeah, major chords by major thirds. So. So that I just simplified it. So you got so instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. So so that's what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking B major, G major, and E flat major. Anyway, John steps. So that's the deal. You just gotta group it. You just gotta group stuff together, depending on what it is. Ron Duskin, that's a super chat donation. I thought. Oh, that's cool. Well, thank you. That's pretty cool. I never got one, so that's cool. Super chat. That's pretty tight, man. Well, maybe I need to start doing these more often. So, Jesse Ryan, how do you work on it? Oh, okay. I already answered that one. I scrolled up. That's pretty slick. Okay. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. All right. So, I'm done. I'm off. That encouraged me now. I want to do some more. So it's 12. It's 1:05. I probably need to get some lunch. So let's see. Jake, I got wondering if one of you are hearing. Let me see. One of you are hearing those changes, or if thinking the chord tones. Hearing the changes or thinking the chord tones. For many, the keys change so quick it is hard to navigate. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
you have to group things together. So I'm more so, it's just augmented. Like when I say augmented, when you really look at it, look at the major cards. Forget about the 5 chords. Just look at the major cards, and then you can play the major card even, um, you know, over the chord that precedes that. So if it's a G major, you got that D7. So don't worry about the D7. Just play on G major over D7. And even if you do countdown, I wrote an arrangement to countdown, and I did a really hip thing like that where I just looked at the chords and I just found the groupings, and every time it goes through the form, it changes to a different type of combination. And I actually entered that 10 years ago for that monk competition. What up? That's my man, Rasan Barber. What's going on? Always enjoy, brother. Yes, sir. My man. That's your tune. I still remember it. It was something in the artissimo. It was in C minor. Rasan, a great tenor player. You in Tennessee, right? Okay. Let people know to donate. They will. It's not begging you. Give good lessons, and some of us really appreciate it. Oh yeah, well, I appreciate that. So yeah, you can definitely donate. You can give us in the super chat if you want. I put these lessons out, and if you want to support, that's greatly appreciated. I can answer your questions. I put out a new video today where I was sharing a clip from me playing at a gig. I played a blues, Texas Swagger, and I put that up earlier today. You have a video where you talk about using triads off of the 2, 3, and 5, and 7. I think over a major chord. Yeah, that's right. Major chord to create a cool sound. Would you mind playing some of that now? Okay. Let me find the play along so you can really hear it. All right. So, play alongs. I got some play alongs. And I had Ciora, September in the Rain. Let me try my September in the Rain. Ah. I'm just playing. I wouldn't normally play like this. I'm trying to play those triads as I think about them on the 1, 2, 3, and 5. 3, 6, 2, 5. Here's a 1 chord. Anyway, so a lot of this stuff is minor, 2, 5, well, 2 5s. Here's a 2, 5 in E flat. Anyway, yeah. So I was just zipping through stuff, just trying stuff. But that's the cool thing. Once you start learning those triads, you can try them and play them in different spots. Y'all are firing away. Okay, that's it. Appreciate it, Jake. No problem, man. Appreciate it. Somebody's at the door. I was listening. So that's it for today. I mean, I did a great. I spent some time and did this particular week live. And so if y'all enjoy it, appreciate the super chat again. And, just continue to follow the channel, YouTube channel, Jazz Webshed, and my personal channel. I don't post as frequently on that YouTube channel, the Texas Tenor one, but I'll usually try to put performances and stuff up there. When I'm doing gigs or need to show people what I do, I'll put the stuff in that YouTube channel, Texas Tenor one. But the lessons one is Jazz Webshed. And once again, if you want to join the membership where I have the master classes in there for you, and I do it live every week, and you'll get it access to my site where the rest of the lessons are. You go to QuamonFowler.com/academy, and then I have a discount code that you can enter in to get 15% off of your membership, and it's SHED, SHED. And I appreciate you for watching this, hanging with me, giving me feedback, giving me questions, and We'll see you on another one.